We'll begin our citizens' appearances with Mr. Alban.
Hi, my name is Steve Albin, and I was at the community engagement meetings that you guys held. And I don't wish to be critical in my comments, but I do wish to talk about how disappointed I was in the actual event. And I had an occasion to talk to Superintendent. I had a chance to chat with you, Ms. Musia. And as you know, my disappointment really falls into two different areas. The first one is, if you want the community to participate, then you should let the community know that the meetings are taking place. And I know we talked, Superintendent, about how you considered doing a direct mail, and you ruled that out. But that would be the best way to let the community know, short of several other ways. Second thing was, you gave a presentation on the state of the schools, which is nice, and maybe my expectations were a little bit too high. But if I was going to be doing a state of the schools, I'd want to know how the schools compare against other schools in the state. Are we number 1 in the state? Are we number 21 in the state? Where are we? How do we compare? How does our budget compare? How does our strategy compare? How do we get to be number 1 if we're not number 1? Instead, what I saw was you talked about the homeless. You talked about meals. You talked about everything except for academics. I didn't get that. I don't understand. Today you gave out awards to people who had high scores on the ACT. But how did we do overall compared to the other districts? I still don't know. Then we had exercises to do. And it was interesting because I noticed that everyone, well, I won't say everyone, I'll say the majority of people sitting at the table were district employees. So it seemed like the purpose of the meeting was if I, as a community person, raised an interesting item, immediately 4 other people at the table told me I was wrong. You had somebody at the table that was writing stuff down, except what they wrote down wasn't what I was saying. We'll continue. So then we had the situation where, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Food Network, Master Chef, when they do the hands up, we're done. Well, you had the big clock going on the countdown. No stress there, 10 minutes left. Let's write down what we're doing. Next exercise, 5 minutes left. It was ridiculous. In addition, so I don't know what metrics you're using in terms of community outreach and getting input from the community, but you had no community there to speak of. You didn't notify the people. You had more time for exercises instead of doing a town hall where people could actually ask questions, get answers. That's why I came tonight, by the way, because I would get 5 minutes to actually voice my opinion, which I wasn't able to do at your community input meeting. I don't know if you noticed or not, but your next meetings are on March 14th and 15th. We're having a small election here, the primary on the 15th. Anybody consider that? People will be out voting. So even if you do decide to have the community come, you're going to have a very low turnout. Okay. That tells me, number one.
You have 1 more minute.
Thank you. So that tells me that you're really not interested in getting the input from the community. What you're really trying to do is, in my opinion, have a victory. Take a victory lap. Say that, hey, we had these little engagement sessions. The community came. We got the feedback. And they endorsed everything that we did. Wrong. Community wasn't invited. Musia, by the way, you left flyers in my mailbox. You said, and I quote, "Please feel free to contact me with any questions or comments." Nice little smiley face. No contact information. Oh yeah, small little detail. If you're going to do it, please do it right. By my metrics, you guys aren't succeeding in doing anything here except making yourself feel good. That's not the meaning of community input or community engagement.